After the YSL RICO trial ended in the October of 2024, everyone was anticipating Thug's next big move. However, since he's been released from jail, his career has only ever gone downhill. Even more recently, with all the leaked jail phone calls and apparent snitching, it's not looking too great for Thug. Well, on his most recent album, UY SCUTI, Thug decided to address everything that happened, and even send some shots back at the people who turned on him, even Gunna. So here's every single diss on Young Thug's UY SCUTI. On the 4th track on the album, Catch Me I'm Falling, Thug would talk about having a meeting with his lawyer and the sadness he felt when he was told people in YSL were taking plea deals and testifying against him. Broke down in the cell, I heard my brother was gone turn. Lawyer asked me was I next, it will never be my turn. The first line about his brother turning could be any of the YSL members that took a plea deal, but since Thug said brother, I feel like this one is more specifically about Gunna. During his most recent interview, he would even break down and start crying over this betrayal, showing us how much it really hurt him.
Cause I just don't got my twin, bro. I don't got my friends, bro. I'm just fucked up, man. I'm fucked up, bro. I be with every day. I don't got them no more, bro. I'm fucked up, bro. And I ain't lose no to a tragic or now. I lost to betrayal, bro. You signing that one piece of paper, signing your initials on this one piece of paper could get me a life sentence, my nigga. How you like? What did? Come on, bro. Ain't no nigga in the world making me go get Gunna. No nigga, bro. Nigga, what? What you told on Duke, bro?
Then the next line about he said it'll never be his turn is Thug stating that he will never tell on anyone, no matter the circumstance. His arrogance can be seen in the same Big Bang interview. If we go to prison for the rest of our lives, whoop-de-doo, showing us he'd rather spend the rest of his life in prison and fight for his freedom than take the easy way out by cooperating with the police and putting everyone else's freedom at risk. On the next track, Effing Told You, Thug would mock when Gunna was caught on video in court taking his Alfred plea deal, where he had to yes ma'am his entire way through it, admitting YSL is a gang that must end. She like, daddy, I'm fire. I'm like, yeah, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Yeah, this is simply Thug just mocking Gunna. On track 8, Sad Spider, Thug would get in his feels. He openly raps about betrayal and the weight of watching people he considered family fold under pressure. I've been crying all day, I seen my brother turn to a rat in my face. Once again, just him revealing how hurt he was by how Gunna and a lot of YSL took the easy way out of the trial. Later on in that same song, Thug would say, I see a gangster turn rat, they turned him to a pack. Interrogation room junkie, fella gone crack. Someone who was once solid became a snitch, and in street terms, that makes them nothing more than a pack, killed and smoked on. Their name reduced to disrespect. Then with interrogation room junkie, fella gone crack, he's saying that the same person couldn't handle the pressure. The second they sat in that room, they folded like it was a habit. Later on in this song, Thug would also discuss the issues he's been having with his girl, Mariah The Scientist. Yeah, I was wrong, but don't do me bad, girl. I was just effing on that beat and I text her. She just a pillhead muscle relaxer. I know you feel that, I'm sorry again. After Thug was released from jail, multiple phone calls would be leaked where he was seen talking to women, which were very questionable as at the time he was dating Mariah The Scientist. In these lines, Thug admits he was in the wrong and begs for forgiveness. On track 15, Walk Down, 21 Savage would say a line which may be a shot at a certain someone. I ain't ASAP Rocky, these ain't blanks. During his trial versus ASAP Relly, Rocky alleged the gun he had on him during the incident was a prop gun. Here Savage could be clowning Rocky for not carrying real bullets. Tie this in with the fact him and Thug are close friends with Drake, who's not on good terms with Rocky, you can see why this line was interpreted as a diss. However, some fans argued online that this wasn't a diss, just a reference, as during the trial he told the LA judge that he does in fact carry blanks instead of real bullets. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Money on Money was originally released as a single back in the April of 2025, his first drop since he regained freedom. However, it's still on the album, so it's only fair we go through it. On this song, Thug would take shots at rats many times. These fellas telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friend, brother you a rat. Thug's basically saying the people he once called friends and brothers threw it all away by snitching. What hurts him the most isn't just a betrayal, but the fact these were the same people he trusted and stood beside, only for them to turn rat when things got tough. On track 19 with Mariah The Scientist, Dreams Rarely Come True, Thug would take more shots at Gunna. Why would I cry over a B I gave to Gunna police ass? It seems like in this line, Thug is saying he's not going to cry over a girl he gave to Gunna, saying she isn't worth the mess, all whilst once again saying Gunna is working with the police. Miss My Dogs is the final track from UY SCUTI, where Thug apologises to everyone close to him for gossiping on those jail phone calls, whilst also thanking them for everything they've done for him. Thug opens up the song by apologising to Mariah. Baby, I'm sorry, one of my biggest fears is losing you to the internet. In one of the leaked jail phone call recordings, Thug admitted to cheating on Mariah The Scientist.
One of my little hoes, one of my little girls, she posted stuff on the internet at my condo from a long time ago. Mariah, I called Mariah this morning, she's like, man, girls posting in your condo. I'm like, oh my God, I hung up on her. I'm gonna dunk on you, cause I'm in jail, baby. I'm about a girl in the condo a minute ago. I'm like, cut that. It was a minute ago though, it was day before I got locked up, man.
After the call leaked, he went to Twitter to apologise, saying he's wrong for putting her through that, and now in the song he's revealing he's scared of losing her. And I would be too. Later on in the song, Thug would even admit he knows his career is heading down a bad place. Feel like my future ain't stuff, it is what it is. Ever since Thug got out of jail, he's only made his career more of a mess. Constantly dissing Gunna, even calling Kid Cudi a rat, not dropping good music, the snitch allegations, and the leaked jail phone calls. Thug knows he's not looked at in the same way he used to be. In the song, he even addresses all the people bashing him in recent times. Look at these fellas bashing me like Jesus cause I made it. Thug feels like ever since he made it, as a successful rapper and musical influence, others have been coming after him, which can be seen most recently when a lot of rappers came out and began dissing him after the snitch allegations and leaked jail phone calls. Thug would then start the second verse where he would actually start directly addressing all of his rapper friends. Drizzy, you my brother, you know I ain't going against you, I got manners. Everything you did for the rap community, can't ban you, never diss you, came to visit me at Cobb County like my kin do. Fuck the jail call, you know the other calls we had. On one of the leaked jail phone calls, Thug criticised Drake for trying to contact Metro Boomin about hopping on a song soon after his mother died, and instead should be contacting the president to pardon Thug.
And this is the nigga whose song it is. This ain't me, Drake, Travis, nobody. This is Metro Boomin song for his album. So if anything, he already thinking like, it's going on my album. I don't care if Drake on it or not. It's already crazy. It's already the craziest song in the world with Thug and Travis. I don't care if Drake get on it. You know, I know he's using his mom as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, my mama died. Like, nigga, man. But I know for sure the real excuse is that it's my album. I'm putting this song on my album. They got Drake on this. Drake. I've got something to tell you about Drake. I'm like, oh, I know he's finna say, yeah, bro, I've been talking to the president, but we finna come, like, get on a song.
Many saw this as Thug dissing Drake, but if you really look into it, it seems like he was just a frustrated dude that was isolated from the entire world in a little box. In these lines, Thug would say he appreciates everything Drake did for the rap community, probably defending him against the allegations that he runs to Atlanta when he needs a hit song. He would also address the leaked jail phone call, saying it wasn't actually a diss. After this, Thug would even reveal that he was trying to get Future and Metro to be friends with Drake again, trying to get you, Metro and Pluto on the same page. The internet don't know about it cause real fellas don't say. Then in his third verse, Thug would beg Lil Baby to pick up the phone. Many fans thought after the leaked jail phone calls where Thug and 21 Savage were giggling about some stuff Gunna said about Baby, that they wouldn't be on good terms. However, it seemed like Lil Baby picked up the phone as he was featured on UY SCUTI, so it seems like they never actually had any real problems. On that same verse, he would later say, "Rat's already winning, don't let that stuff divide us." It's obvious he's targeting Gunna here, who was widely labelled as a rat after footage surfaced of him in court admitting YSL was a criminal organisation. Now, what stung Thug the most is that despite all the backlash, Gunna's career hasn't slowed down, which is not what Thug was expecting. His album A Gift and a Curse produced the Billboard hit F You Mean, and follow-ups like One of One and The Last One charted in the top 3 of the Billboard 200. In other words, the so-called rat is still winning him musically. But this bomb isn't only about Gunna. Thug has called out other ex-affiliates like Young Thug, Slug and Woody, even naming them directly on closing arguments where he rapped, "Yeah, Gunna a rap, Yak a rap, Slug a rap, Woody a rap," even calling out YSL Obama and Slime Life Shorty. In his fourth verse, Thug would talk about Future, another person he spoke badly about on the leaked jail phone calls, where he called him out for nutting in too many women and just in general acting like a fake friend.
The crazy part is when I became a superstar, I stopped nutting when I became a superstar. I started being like, bitch, I know a bitch gonna try to trick me. I stopped nutting hoes when I became a superstar. These niggas started nutting hoes. And it's because he do little lame jump, like call me to the studio. You know, so I pull up to the studio, chilling with him. You asking me what to say on the song and how you should start off your song. Then there's girls in the room. Now you acting like you don't hear me telling you that. Cause there's girls in here like just like little fake nigga like that, like little stuff like that. I don't be liking that nigga. I'm a player like.
In that verse, Thug reflects on his bond with Future, apologizing for the past, thanking him for standing during low points, and showing love by mentioning their shared losses, family ties, and the way Future treated Thug's people like his own. With Thug then ending off the song in his final two verses by showing love to 21 Savage and Gucci Mane. So that's every single diss on Young Thug's UY SCUTI. Thug spends the entire project airing out betrayal, loss and regret, whilst also firing back at the people who walked away from him during the darkest points of his life. So instead of silencing the snitch rumours and rebuilding his legacy, Thug doubled down on the pain, showing just how deeply the trial and those jail phone calls shook him. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you enjoy the album, and do you think Thug is silly to be doing all this dissing and talking whilst he's on probation? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.